the video today, I'm going over how to transfer all your data from an old phone to your new Samsung Galaxy A37. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so in the video, I'll be transferring from a Samsung A16 over to our Samsung Galaxy A37. Now here's a couple of things you'll need to know before you start this process. First and foremost, you have to make sure that your A37 and your old phone are above 30% battery life. If they are not, then you cannot start the transfer process. Make sure to charge your phone up at least above 30% or plug in power when you start the process. The second thing is you're gonna need some time, so don't rush this. Make sure you have at least an hour of time available to do the transfer because it can be quick or it could take a long time depending on how much information you have on your old phone. All right, so those are the first few things I wanted to put on your radar before we start. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So my A37 is fresh out the box, has not been set up yet, and that's how we're going to start this transfer. But I do want to give a disclaimer. If your A37 is not on the welcome screen, if you've already set the phone up and you've bypassed all of the welcome parameters, I will show you what to do in that case. All right, so let's start with prepping our A16. And what we do to prep this phone is the same way you would prep the A37 if you've already gone through all the welcome and setup instructions. Okay, so we're gonna swipe down from the top of the screen and tap on the settings wheel. And we're gonna go up and look for accounts and backup. And then go to transfer data for device setup. This will take you to the Samsung Smart Switch app. You would repeat these steps on the A37 to get this phone to the same place if your A37 is already set up. Now, one quick thing. If you are doing a transfer from a non-Samsung phone, here's what you'll need to do. Go to the home screen, go to the Play Store, tap the search button twice to bring you up to the search menu. Tap on the microphone in the upper right corner and you're gonna say Samsung Smart Switch, just like this. Samsung Smart Switch. There we go. This is our Smart Switch app, and you're gonna download this on your phone first, and then you'll open up the app, and it'll take you to the same screen we're seeing on our Samsung A16. Okay, now that that phone is set up, let's start walking through the instructions on our A37. We're gonna hit start, and you'll need to accept the terms and conditions. Anyone that doesn't have optional, you'll have to select. If it does say optional, you can skip it. Tap agree. Next, you'll want to select how you want to set the phone up. I'm going to select Galaxy or Android device because we're switching from another Android phone or a Samsung phone, so we'll tap on that first option. And then it says scan the QR code. Now, we're going to pause on this phone. On our old phone, we're going to select send from this phone. And we're going to do this with a cable. The reason I say that is because the transfer process is much faster if you use a cable. So if you use the cable in the box, it will cut down on some time. However, if you don't have the cable, that's totally fine. You can do wireless, it just takes a little bit longer. Let's tap cable. And here, we're going to use this cable here. I want to pause really fast and show you this awesome cable. This is a magnetic cable, so it actually will unwind and then it'll wind back up in this nice and clean way, just like this. This is one of my favorite USB-C cables because it's easy to travel with it and it's so clean you don't have to worry about wrapping it up. It will automatically just wind back into the shape when you're ready to pack it up. So anyway, that's what we'll be using today. This is from a company called Static and they make all kind of cool accessories like that. All right, so we'll plug in one side to our old phone and one side to the new phone. Now you might see this pop-up. It came on and went away, but that pop-up is basically this phone is going to send out a signal that is going to basically tell other phones around it, hey, I'm trying to start the process of the transfer. And so if you see that pop-up, you can use that to scan the QR code to link the phones together. It went away. Don't worry, we're going to use the cable to do this. So we'll unwind, connect right at the bottom here. And then we'll take the other side. Okay, next, I'm gonna tap skip on the A37. And if you have Wi-Fi, you can go ahead and connect to the Wi-Fi network. That will speed up some of the things in terms of the transfer. but if you don't have Wi-Fi where you are, don't stress, you don't need it. Okay, our Wi-Fi is connected. Let's go to our next screen here. We're gonna hit next again, hit agree, and now we're in the Samsung Smart Switch app on the new phone. Tap allow, and you're gonna select cable, and now it's going to see the request that both phones are connected. You're gonna press OK. You'll see the pop-up here, hey, this phone is trying to connect. Make sure you hit connect. Now, one thing I want to point out, sometimes when you connect the cables, the phones don't recognize the connection. If that happens to you, all you have to do is unplug the cable on this side and switch it and put it on this side, and vice versa. So if you run into that problem, if the phones don't go right into the sync just like this, just unplug and just switch the cables out. It's just that easy. So right now our A37 is scanning the A16, and it's trying to see all of the data that is available to transfer. And then it's going to give us this screen, which will tell us, okay, if you want to transfer everything, there's 20 gigs total that I can transfer over, and it's going to take approximately 13 minutes. Now, keep in mind, whatever that number it gives you, it can be a little bit more or it can be a little less. So you want to make sure you still budget extra time. Now, in some cases, there is not enough space on the new phone to take the old phone data. If that happens to you, no problem. You'll need to go to custom, and then you'll need to select specific pieces of data you want to transfer, or you might have to go to the old phone and you may have to delete some files first before you can do the transfer. In this case, we're good to go. It's only 20 gigs that we're transferring. So we're just going to keep it on everything and hit next. After, it will ask you, do you want to transfer your accounts that are on the old phone? And it's referring to your Google accounts or your Gmail accounts. If you do, you're going to tap copy, and it will ask you to put in the passcode of the old phone, just confirming that you are the account holder. All right, and our transfer has officially started. Now, I like to select keep screen on, and I'll just check this box here. So whenever I come over to the phone, I can just see the status of if the transfer is still happening or if it's complete. But basically at this point, you don't need to do anything. Simply let the phone sit and let them transfer. And when they're done, you'll see a pop-up that will say it's complete. Now, while this is going, I want to point out a few other things. So one thing, if you have a WhatsApp account, this process is not going to pull any of that WhatsApp data. WhatsApp is actually separate, and it does not work with Samsung Smart Switch. But don't worry, at the end of the video, I'll show you exactly how to transfer all your WhatsApp data over and all your chats. Now, during the process here, it is asking if we would like to secure the phone with a passcode. And here I can set up my facial recognition, my fingerprint, my PIN, my password, or my pattern. I'm going to skip this for now and do it later, but if you want to do it now, this is a great time to do it while you're waiting. Next, it's asking us to confirm the details around our Google account. So we're confirming and hitting accept. It's asking if you want to turn on your Google backup, and it will back up your photos. I'm going to hit don't turn on. And my only reasoning is because I don't have a lot of data on this particular account. So Google Photos will suck up all of my storage if I'm not careful. Now here it's showing us some of the new AI features that are built in. You've got the object eraser, you've got the custom filters, AI select, you can read web pages out loud, the cool voice transcription as well. So many cool new AI features that Samsung is adding just to simplify your daily task and make your phone work better for you. And we're just going to accept some terms and conditions. These are some additional Samsung services. And the cool thing is, so the transfer is still happening, but it's going to allow us to get to our main screen and use the phone while the transfer is taking place. I'm going to tap home. Now you don't want to touch anything on the old phone, but the new phone, you are able to get to your main screen and you can begin doing things on the phone. For example, maybe you want to change your wallpaper, maybe you want to download some apps, maybe you want to check your text messages. You can do all those things while the transfer is in progress. The main thing is make sure these two cables are connected, because if they get disconnected, then it will lose the connection and then it will take longer to have to restart the process. Same thing if you have it connected via Wi-Fi. You want to make sure to keep the phones close together to speed up the process, and if they are too far away, then it will stop the transfer. Now, one cool tip, if you swipe down from the top of the screen, it will actually show you how much time is left right here. So we're at 15% right now, and it's not giving us the, oh, here we go. So it's saying it's going to take 17 minutes, and we're 15 minutes through the process. Now, one other thing you want to look out for is it's going to begin to transfer over the apps that you had on the old phone, and some of your apps will look grayed out like this. And when you see that, all that means is that the app is in the process of being downloaded to the phone, and you won't be able to access it while it's grayed out. You have to wait until it is fully lit up like these apps, and then you can begin to use it. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to snap my fingers and we will jump back over as soon as the transfer is complete. All right, guys, our transfer is now done, and you'll see on this screen it tells you done with this phone. We can hit done. We can now disconnect our cable, and here's what to expect next. So you can see at the top here it says organizing your transfer data. This process can take now up to a few hours. But don't worry about it. You can use the phone right now while it's organizing the data, and you're gonna just see it's gonna continue to download the rest of your apps, move over your data. You'll see your photos pop in, your text messages. It'll all begin to show up over time until this notification at the top goes away. So just let that run in the background. Now, as promised, I'm gonna end the video with showing you how to transfer your WhatsApp data from your old phone to the new phone, so stay tuned for that. And afterward, I have a bunch of other videos that are coming for this phone, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. I've got some amazing tips and tricks, some apps you'll want to download, and some settings you'll want to change to optimize your experience. So definitely subscribe so you don't miss when that video comes out. I also have a full beginner's video on this phone as well, so if you are new to Samsung phones or just new to this phone and you want a crash course, you can watch my For Beginners video and learn everything you'll need to know to learn how to use this phone. All right, and also take a moment and bump that like button down below and hit the hype button as well. That's a small way of just saying thank you that costs you nothing but goes a long way to help this video to get pushed to help more people. So please stop and do that for me. And now let's get into how to transfer your WhatsApp app data. First, we're just gonna open WhatsApp on the old phone, and then on the new phone, we wanna make sure that we download WhatsApp as well. So I'm gonna go to the Play Store and just type in WhatsApp. And I've already downloaded it, which is great. I'm gonna hit agree and continue. Allow to send notifications. Now, on my old phone, what I need to do is go to the upper right corner and tap on the three dots and go to settings. From here, you wanna swipe up and you wanna go to chats. And then swipe up and go to transfer chats. And then tap on start. This will put the phone basically in the mode to start the process for the transfer. And you'll just accept those terms, and you'll see that it is basically ready for you to scan a QR code. Now, to get that QR code to show up on the new phone, you need to basically type in your phone number, and it's gonna send you a one-time code, and you need to accept that. Okay, once that code is entered, it will then set the phone up and be ready for it to receive your chats. I'm gonna hit continue, hit allow all. Right here it says transfer chat history. Hit continue, allow, turn on location. Okay, now we have a QR code on screen that I can then scan. There we go. And now it's preparing to transfer those chats over. Right here it's saying, do you want to pair the devices? I'm going to hit connect. And then it's going to move all my WhatsApp chats over to the new phone. Now, I didn't have a ton of chats, so the process will probably be pretty fast. If you have like tons of chats, then just know this will take a little bit longer. Now, it's going to sign you out on the old phone as it's transferring over the contacts, and then it will finish the sign in on the new phone. So I'm going to hit next, confirm my name, And now I am in, and all my WhatsApp chats are now moved over to my new phone. So definitely wanted to show you guys that process. I know a lot of people use WhatsApp, and people often forget to transfer that over. So I wanted to make sure we included that in the video. Now, here are some other things that you want to think about in the process of just thinking about other apps you want to check because the data may not have transferred over. So number one is going to be your authenticators, whether it is a Microsoft authenticator or a Google authenticator. You want to basically swipe up and go through all your apps and look for authenticators because those do not transfer over with Smart Switch. The app itself will download, but you will have to go into the authenticator and basically tell it, I have to transfer this over to a new phone and walk through that process. You don't want to factory reset this phone until you have moved all those accounts over to the new phone. So that's the first thing, authenticators. The second thing is going to be crypto. Any crypto wallets that you have, you want to also basically open the app on the new phone, sign in, and look up the process to transfer your wallet over. And you may need to look up your key for your wallet. Now, if you have access to the old phone, you can usually get it from the phone, but what people do is they do the transfer and then they just reset the phone before they've checked all their apps. And guess what? When you don't have access, if you don't have that key, then you could lose access to your wallet. So make sure you check all your crypto wallets from your Coinbase to your Binance to Trust Wallet. Check all those and make sure that you have transferred those wallet keys and information successfully over to the new phone. The third thing is going to be banking apps. Now, a lot of banking apps now they will use your phone and they send like a notification to that specific phone. I bank with Chase and they specifically are linked to a certain phone model. And so every time I switch phones, I have to deal with this, basically calling them to, hey, set up my new phone so that if I need to get a one-time, and I'm not talking about the text message, I'm talking about specifically them sending a ping to that model phone. So check your banking apps. Basically try to sign in with each app on the new phone. And if any one of them asks for like a verification pin from a phone, then you know you have to call and have your new phone set up. So that is the next thing. After that, I would say apps like Signal, which is another encrypted messaging app, just like WhatsApp. You also have to go through and manually transfer your Signal conversations over to the new phone. So check Signal as well. Those are the main ones I can think of. And I know there's more, but those are the ones I want you to start with. And my rule of thumb is I just take a quick scroll through of all my apps, because if I miss something, that's my chance to say, oh, I wonder, oh, I probably should check this app. I probably should check that one, And then after that, there are less important apps like your streaming apps that you'll want to basically sign into, because a lot of times you might have forgotten your password. And so sometimes your Samsung account will save your login. So when you open the app, it will automatically get you in, but it doesn't always happen. So you don't want to rely on that. All right, guys, this brings us to the end of our video. I hope you found this helpful. I tried to make it as thorough as possible and really cover all the situations that I feel you would run into in trying to transfer all your data over. You don't need to sit at a T-Mobile or Verizon store for 2 hours anymore. You can do this from home, and that's what I wanted to show in this video. Sit at home, follow the video, and you'll be able to transfer all your data over, and you'll be able to do it in your time and your leisure. So if you got value out of this video, I'd appreciate you bumping the like button. And also, if you get the pop-up that says, do you want to hype the video? If you can hit that hype button and show its support in that way too, that will show the algorithm that you like the video, and it will help them to push it out to more people. Leave me your comments down below. Let me know if you were able to make it all the way through in transferring your data, and any other information. Would love to hear it in the comment section down below. Thanks again for watching. Take care, and as always, have a good one.